The Hangout on air is live. All right, cool. Hey everyone, and welcome to Hooping Live. I am like super stoked tonight because my one and only has come back to me after all of his busy schedule on Will, which is Happy Times. And before I really get into Happy Times, I'm going to make sure that I've actually shared the proper link. I know that sometimes the viewer count needs to get like reloaded, but let's make sure that I actually did the right thing here. Let's yeah, okay, we're good. All right. Viewer count is on point. Okay. So anyway, if you guys are viewing, oh, I can't watch myself in delay. That freaks me out. I have like two screens going on. I want to see what you guys see. Yeah, they have like a really like long delay from us. That's weird. Anyway, so tonight, Hooping Live. If you haven't seen this show before, welcome. If you have, welcome back. This is Hooping Live. We talk about hooping, hoop dance, and everything to go in between and out of tween of the hooping realm. If you don't know what hoop dance is, you're about to find out because we're going to do some demos here in a little bit. It looks like Will is kind of stuck up against a wall, so...
Yes.
Are you doing demo? What? Your picture's so clear. Look at you, boy.
I have a better internet connection now.
Oh, well, look at you. So HD Will, so ladies in the house. Anyway. Oh, my vision's just bad. I thought it said 0 viewers, but my vision is so bad. It actually says 19. Okay. Well, that's pretty good for right now. But anyway, let me tell you what this is all about. So if you want to post your comments and questions down below, we will be able to help you with anything you've been working out on in like your own hoop flow. Maybe you can't get something down in like a vortex or a toss or whatever, and if you want to ask us, we'll happily help you through these issues. And if maybe you just have something that's been on your mind and you want to put it out into the universe, post it down below like you would any normal YouTube comment, and we will read it out loud live right now and answer them. If you cannot watch this show live every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern USA time, the show is recorded and you can watch them over and over again, and they won't be live, obviously, but you can watch them again. So if you are working on a move that we talked about in the show, you'll have an opportunity to kind of use it as a tutorial. And you can always post comments on older shows. We try to go back and answer old comments because we know the shows are still viewed and useful. So have at it, guys. And before I introduce myself and do a demo, I want to go ahead and introduce my lovely panel tonight. We only have Will, but I do want to talk about someone that's kind of behind the scenes right now who is not only talented, but incredibly helpful, even with her busy schedule. Her name is Rebecca Smith. She is... Rebecca, are you okay if I show you? Give me like a thumbs up if yes, and do like this if it's a no. Or just like shake your child. Or type something. That would work too. I mean, whatever. She's kind of like in a multi-dimension right now of different things. I don't even know if she can hear me. She might be able to hear me. I don't know. Anyway, until we hear from her, her name is Rebecca Smith. She's awesome. She is been an incredible help and very enthusiastic about Hooping Live. She is working our comments. No, that's just her child. Okay. She has been working our comments with her like precious daughter in her lap. So if that's not commitment, people, I don't know what is. So we're super grateful to have Rebecca Smith on our team and helping us out. If you want to be part of the Hooping Live team, email us at info@hoopinglive.com. info@hoopinglive.com. Yeah, sorry, that sounded weird in my head for a second. And put the subject line team member or something like that. And we'll get back to you. I'm going to go ahead and show Becca really quick so you guys can see her. Her audio is not very good, but Becca, wave, say hello. She's a little blurry, but, you know, there she is with her baby girl. She's been helping us out so much on the show, and we are super happy to have her. She's even, like, written some really cool things about us. So we're super happy to have her, and moving forward. All right, guys. So you might know him, you might not know him, but if you're in the hooping community, you probably do. It's the handsome, it's the talented, Will Weimer. So, Will, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and talk a little bit about your hoop flow and what you've been up to lately?
Well, man, with an introduction like that, I might start blushing a little, but my name is Will Weimer. I've been hooping for just over 2 years. Actually hit the 2-year mark like last week, which is awesome. Before that, I did a lot of different flow arts, a lot of different movement arts, martial arts for like 17 years. And that's pretty much where most of my flow comes from, is I like to bring the stances and the techniques from martial arts into my hooping, whether it was initially intentional or just happened because that's something that I had learned for so long. It bled into my hooping, so there is no avoiding it at this point. So that wherever I come from with that, I come from experience with that, and also teaching in the martial arts. I like to explain things the way I would if I were explaining it for a classroom of my students for martial arts. So when I talk about hooping, that's kind of, it's martial arts for me, only just with a hoop instead of using your hands or a weapon.
Weapons are never that fun. All right, cool. Thanks, Will. Awesome. Well, we are probably. Are we going to get a demo from you tonight, Will, or are you stuck in a small space?
I actually have a very large space next to me, but my room is a complete mess because I just redid everything. I actually moved into this apartment last week.
Oh, nice.
And it is a much nicer apartment. I'm officially Florida resident, working for Disney, everything going hardcore. So.
Are you going to be here for a little bit, or what?
I am here until the end of January, and then I'm going to go back. I have 13 weeks to finish up school, and then moving back down here and going full-time at Disney.
God, that's so exciting!
Yeah, so I will be like 2 hours from you, so I will certainly come visit you.
Oh my God. Okay, so any hoopingLIVE fans that are like in love. By the way, Will, I have to tell you, we have, and just so you guys know, I've told you this a million times, we get tons of emails and comments from you guys. And by the way, this is not a bra, this is like an under thing. So if you guys think I'm trying to like show you my goodies, it's like, don't get excited. It's just a bra, or not a bra. It's not a bra. What? Anyway, so we get a lot of emails and comments, and the thing is, we have Instagram, Facebook, email, YouTube, and between all of that, I mean, let me see, just on my email alone, and this is for like everything, 6,178 emails. So that's just on my email. So we get a lot of stuff. So if you have emailed us and haven't heard back, or commented something that you're like, they're going to love it, and we haven't loved it yet, it's not because we don't love it, it's because we haven't seen it yet. And there is a lot to catch up on. And my thing is, I like to go back to the very beginning, because I feel like, you know, someone who commented a month ago deserves a reply versus a person who just now commented. I get myself all tangled up. But I will sit there hours replying to people, and okay, I'm not going to go on a spiel about this because this is me just like pity partying myself. But, Will, we get so many emails with girls that have huge crushes on you. Like, saying like, you know, we want to see Will again. Where did Will go? Or like, Will's so cute. Like, what kind of hoop does he use? Like, the girls just love you. It is so funny. It's like, so, I'm sure they're stoked to see that you're back again. So, yeah.
Well, I've missed the show a lot, and I'm glad to be back with you guys.
Oh my God, trust me, we are too. But anyway, so if you guys haven't seen Will hoop yet, definitely check it out. It's super cool. He has a very unique style of hooping, and he's hooped live on some other shows, hoopingLIVE shows, so you can go back and check those out, or I can link you guys to him later. He'll give us info at the end of the show. Info at the end of the show. So yeah, I'll go ahead and do a quick demo here really quick, though. Apparently, though is the word of the night. and then we'll start getting to your comments and questions. So if you haven't already, go ahead, post those comments, questions down below. Grab your hoop, get some tea, hydrate yourself, and let's get ready for an awesome show. It looks like we're going to have some comments. And I did get one from Craig. You're showing the panel member thumbnails. Yeah, I don't really care if they see the thumbnails or not, but I don't know. The cameraman app is weird. It's like, is it working? Is it not working? Who really knows? But if you see, actually, I can check it right here. Hold on. Boom. Oh, wait. No. Boom. Yeah, I don't know how to... Oh my god, it's so weird to see myself in delay. What you guys see is not what I see. We'll say that much. Yeah, I don't really know how to make this thing a new guest. Broadcast large video. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Is that what I'm supposed to click? Because I ain't seeing that. No, ma'am. No, sir. Present to everyone. Okay, I really don't care right now. I'm more focused on the show. Alright. So if you guys see thumbnails, sorry, you're going to have to stare at Will and Rebecca a little bit longer than maybe you intended, or maybe you'll be stoked about it. If not, deal with it. I have problems with the cameraman app. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do a quick demo, and then we will get to your comments. See what we got going on here. You probably can't tell, but like I've done a lot of cleaning. That light is so bright. I feel like God's like coming up from like that section of the room. I have done some cleaning and organizing. I want to show you guys my array of pillows. Let's see. I'll try not to move you guys too quick because I don't want to make anyone sick. Let's see. Down. There we go. Check that out. Let's see. That guy's name is Justin. That's just a tuxedo thing because I have so many of those. It's ridiculous. That's an owl my mom gave me my first day of college. And that guy, that guy's name is Jim. Jim Morrison. You might know him, you might not. But yeah, I have a lot of, I collect pillows, like cool pillows and soap. I'm not kidding. Actually, I have a lot of really cool soap. I mean, I don't know, Will, do you collect anything weird or have any weird obsessions or am I like alone in this game of like obsessions?
I don't really know what I collect.
Don't lie to me.
I don't know.
Alright, well, I'll just be the weird one in the group, I guess.
I guess like random things that people have given me. I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll hold on to this forever. Like, oh.
I will never let you go.
Yeah, you give me this 25-cent toy, it'll be mine in like 3 years, and I'll still have it, and I'll still love it.
Dude, I literally do the same thing. I will make boxes for people. Like, I did it more for like ex-boyfriends, but like, I dated this one guy when I was younger. Like, I met him when I was like 13 for like almost 6 years, and I saved every movie ticket stub, like bracelets from concerts, like there's like a waxed hand in there from like the Renaissance Festival, like everything, like the little flower things you get when you go to dances, like everything. And my parents hated him, so I like gave the box to my friend when I went to college, and I'm like, hold on to this. I like don't want to, even though we were broken up, and I just didn't want it to be lost because it was so many memories. And anyway, her and I got in a fight, and she ended up throwing it away. So, well, you know, I shouldn't be. I'm not like really want to relate myself to that person, but like, you know, it's like memories and stuff. I am totally going on a tangent right now. I save everything too. I actually get a lot of crap for hoarding, which I don't. My mom would disagree, but I don't. I like to save things. Like there's a hat in that box that I will never wear, but because it says, I will tell you, it says Ancient Oaks Gun Club because I learned to shoot there, and yes, I do shoot guns. I don't kill aminals, but I do know how to shoot a gun in case everyone tries to like mess with me and I have a gun on me, which is very unlikely. Can you like literally, guys, when I do have like my carry and concealed. I hope that doesn't like make you guys hate me, but I do, and I do own a gun. But doing it like because like I'm like a very scrawny person. I don't know if you guys can see it through the camera, but like
I don't know. You look pretty jacked to me. How much do you lift? Do you like?
Yeah, dude, I T minus max 300 lifts, bruh. Whatever the hell that means. I just saw that one. Someone's like, yeah, dude, I like T-maxed something or other. I'm like, yeah, me too.
Same. All day.
All day, every day.
Mm.
Anyway, so when I like shot a gun for the first time, because I was actually, my mom is very against guns, and so I kind of always grew up afraid of them and like thinking, oh, you know, they're not good. And I need to like zhoosh my hair. I haven't washed. Well, I'm not gonna tell you guys, but it's been a couple days. Anyway, so when I went to my gun class, you know, I go there and it's a bunch of like bros and like just some very stereotypical kind of like gun people, and I'm sitting there like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just a little hula hooper, like not really understanding what's going on. And so we go to shoot the gun, and I'm holding it, and I start crying. Literally, I start crying. I'm like, I don't want to shoot the gun. I could kill somebody. Like, sobbing. And the guy's like, shoot the gun. And I, like, shoot it, and it's so loud, and I'm so small, and, like, the recoil or whatever was so strong, my entire body just went, like, it's like it, like, pushed me back. And I'm sobbing at this point. I mean, like, breaking down into, like, incredible tears. And he's like, you need to man up. I'm like, okay, I'll try. And then, like, he's like, think of someone you don't like. I'm like, okay. And then, like, gets stance, and it's like, pew, pew, pew. And I got it. That's cool. I don't know. Will, have you ever shot a gun before?
Nope.
Do you want to?
Nope. I should not have that kind of power in my life.
It was really weird. It did freak me out. I'm like, you know, I'm not even going to go there, but yeah, it is weird. I'm going to go ahead and a hula hoop.
Yeah.
Kind of a happier thing. Hula hoop is by Outward Spiral, Bonnie Brown. If you go to hoopingLIVE.com, you can find her website and use a discount code, which is hoopingLIVE, to get an awesome, well-made, with love hula hoop. She will answer any of your hooping needs if you're trying to figure out what size you want or what kind of tape you want. You can email hoops, HOOPS, at hoopinglive.com. Do not email that one about tricks or anything other to do with just the hula hoop in general and the crafting of the hoop. Anything else, just email info@hoopinglive.com. My shirt is, because of my dyslexia, I always screw this up, and I don't want to do it. It's Brain Candy Inc. And they have such cool shirts. I mean, the girls that design these things are awesome. They have great designs that are handmade. This is a metallic gold one, and just really cool stuff. So I'll link you guys to them, and you can check out more of their stuff. Will, did you see them when you went to FlowFest? Like all of their designs and stuff?
I did. I remember. I remember like, checking out like several of the booths, and theirs was one of the ones that I was walking around in for a little bit. Yeah, very cool designs. Very cool.
Yeah. So we're gonna hopefully get some really cool stuff going with them. We'll see. They've been super busy lately, but hopefully we will get something rolling. So I'll go ahead and do a quick demo while you guys. It seems like we're getting a lot of comments right now, so if you want to go ahead and get your comment in now, you can do that. If you see something I do during the demo, go ahead and ask how to do it if you know what name it is. If not, just try to explain it in the best way possible. We can usually find our way through creative wording how to figure something out. But alright, I'll stop rambling because I've been doing that for a second now. Right.
Very nice. I like how when you do it, like some of the newer stuff that I'm seeing you do is a lot of like not just like constant motion in one direction, which you're very good at, like constantly keeping the momentum going. But
Hmm.
like here you would like stop and reverse, but your hoop would like guide your whole body to do one full action and then reverse it back to into that flow. And it looked really good.
Oh, really?
I like the way it looked.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I'm kind of glad you caught on to that because that's something I've been kind of working on lately is changing up like pace
Hmm.
and stuff.
It definitely shows. I,
I mean, do you like what? And like that's kind of a good thing to kind of transition into because that's something that since I've been working on it personally, I wanted to kind of talk about. Um, it's kind of what you've been working on your own flow because it has been kind of a minute since we've talked. Um, what have you been working on that's kind of been new? Since you can't do a demo, you want to kind of talk about. I know you've been very busy with Disney, so if you want to kind of maybe update us on like what you've been doing in the Disney world. I know they're kind of weird about what you can say and what you can't say, or maybe that's just what I've heard. I don't know. Do you want to give us a little update on like what's been going on with like your hooping world and your Disney world?
Absolutely. They are very selective about what I am allowed to say. Uh, Basically, I've just been doing a lot of performance with them, and a lot of the like they have workshops for all their performers, so that way you can improve your performance. And of course, it works out better for them because when your performers are better, your performances look much better. So they provide you with free workshops to attend. So as a performer, when I go to these workshops, I learn things that I've never learned before, or learn different styles that I've never learned before, different movements, different dances, different animations, things like that. And they're skill sets that normally I wouldn't be able to pick up on my own, or it would be more difficult to find, or something like that. And I've been kind of working those into more of my hooping. Like I didn't put much dance. I had zero dance experience prior to this year, and they started like introducing me to different dance and stuff like that, and I'm starting to incorporate that in different movements, basically positioning the feet with the beats and everything like that, and how they do it on a professional level, and then working that into my hooping routine. So more or less like bringing more of the professional side of dancing, or the more showmanship side of dancing, into my hooping is what I've been working on.
That's awesome. Good for you. I'm glad that you're able to kind of incorporate all that into kind of your hooping life. I mean, has Disney really been taking advantage of the fact that you're such a talented hooper, or
They have been taking advantage of a lot of my different arts that I have, a lot of my different movement arts and things like that. Um, Not particular hooping individually, but they do have several hoopers around. I actually just made a comment earlier in the Infinite Circle community about like how much they just bring hula hoops out in the park all the time. They always have them there. Uh, I will go up and just mess around with them or play with them from time to time, but nothing like gig wise or paid wise that they've been doing for me with that. But that's fine. They have like stuff in parades that they have their parade performers do, and I haven't really voiced to them that I am doing a lot of hooping stuff. I don't like outwardly say that because I want to make myself a performer there before I even think about bringing in some of my outside performance stuff.
right? Well, that's awesome. That's I'm really glad that they're at least acknowledging it. I'm sure like in time, like I can see them totally taking advantage of the fact that you're super talented and like making that a huge act. I mean, is that something you kind of want to happen?
It would definitely be fun to have happen. Uh, they're definitely, like I said, they're taking advantage of a lot of my other movement arts and including those for right now. As far as like hooping and hoop performance, um, who knows? Who knows? They have plenty of parades around the world. Like they have one parade that just came over from Hong Kong over into the Disneyland over in California. It's called Paint the Night, and they actually have LED toys, like LED props, LED stilt walkers, and like the guests get like paint brushes that change the colors of the LEDs. And so you have like these poi spinners who are spinning poi, and you can change the colors of their poi while they're spinning just by like waving this paintbrush at them and stuff. So it's really cool to see stuff like that happening at such a big scale like Disney has.
That is like insane. Oh my God.
It's a beautiful parade. It's like I was blown away by it. I was like, oh my God, these guys, they're insane. Oh my goodness. And I'm not very like, oh, parade, Disney parade. I'm not very like that kind of a person, but I mean, I think it was awesome. I think it was spectacular.
That's awesome. Oh my God. Well, what? You need to come over here when you have free time. I know you're super busy with all that, but I would love to have you actually come and like make a video with me, or even I could come up there. I don't know what you want to do, but we have to figure something out. I mean, what sounds most like doable for you? Because I know a lot of people want to see us hoop together. We've got a lot of feedback about that and stuff.
From what I hear, like August is like kind of a lull in some stuff. July, August, around there, that's kind of a small little lull, but there's still a lot of like rehearsals and trainings and things like that going on during that time. But if there's going to be a time to do it, that would be the ideal time. I know that's like dead hot of summer and we're going to die. Possibly October, maybe November, like late October, early November, something like that.
Okay.
But we could definitely arrange something.
Okay, well, we'll figure something out. You know, we've had a lot of great suggestions, and the whole hoopingLIVE is really taking a huge leap forward right now. What I've been reading and talking with people in the past, like, 2 weeks, and, you know, we've gotten a lot of awesome, you know, funding and a lot of really great stuff happening right now, which we're going to be able to kind of expose to you guys shortly, but for right now I'm kind of keeping it a secret because I want to make it a huge surprise. But we're going to have a huge, awesome show that's going to kind of talk about everything that I've kind of been scheming up in my little bubble of quietness. But Will will know all about it shortly, so he won't be out of the loop. But I kind of fell off the planet for a little bit, if you guys didn't notice. And a lot of it was a lot of hoopingLIVE planning and some other stuff. But like I said, in time, you will know, and it'll all be good. But anyway, let's get to a couple of these comments. What? Oh my God. Literally. Okay, I'm not even gonna get into my weirdness. Okay, let's see. Greta Gip says, "Hi Audrey, I love the show and watch every chance I get. You're one of my first inspirations and I'm a huge fan. My question is, do you have any tips for learning the 3-beat weave? I'm just getting into it." First of all, great question, and second of all, well actually no, first of all, thank you. That's a really sweet comment. It's always really cool to hear that I've inspired someone, and I'm glad I was able to inspire you and help you in your hooping journey. We are also always happy to hear that people love our show. We do try to work hard making it as awesome as we can for y'all. And to do the 3-beat weave. Okay, well, for my personal exploration of this weave of 3 beats, I had to learn with poi first because I was taught by some really great hoopers and never fully grasped it. It just never came. It like I'd see it and I'd understand it like visually, but I couldn't feel it. And one day I picked up poi and it was 2 long socks with tennis balls in the ends of them, which is the easiest way to make quick and simple poi. And I was taught the 3-beat weave, and then all of a sudden I got it with the hoops, which was really cool. So try it with poi, and then try it with hoops. I did learn it with smaller hoops first. It helped a lot, and I will try to grab those in a second and show you guys Will, while I do that, I mean, you know how to do the 3-beat weave, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, do you want to talk a little bit about that while I grab those hoops?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
All right. So when I first started, before I even started hooping, before I started picking up poi, before any of that, I learned with a bow staff. And one of the things we did was, like, when you snap to attention, you would bring the bow staff around, you'd flip it around and bring it next to you. That's kind of where I kind of got the 3-beat weave from. So before I even really started using doubles, I already knew how to do a 3-beat weave. If that sounds like weird, then it totally is weird. But one of the best suggestions I can give to you is play with the hoop in your hand. So when you have your hoop, practice like spinning it around your hand and have it go between your fingers, in between each ones. So that way you work on getting different dexterity with your hand. Because when I do the 3-beat weave, I don't spin it on my thumb. I will actually, when I bring it over, I will bring it around over top of my hand and then bring it back and down around. I find it easier to use that way. So like I said, if you work with different dexterity on your hands, you can get used to doing on your thumb, but you can also go ahead and use it in between your fingers and around, so that way you get used to having the hoop go through different areas and get used to that prop manipulation with your hands. I believe Audrey is fighting her way through a closet.
That one.
There's one. And is that just like one massive closet full of hoops?
I do. I will show you. Actually, hold on. I have to, like, darn it, y'all. Hold on. I'm a hot mess right now. I'll show you guys what's happening. If you guys want to get a little idea. I'm, like, trying to get into Narnia and it's not working. Alright, hold on.
At least it's all clean and folded laundry. Like, my laundry is just like in lumps in the dryer.
Laundry be on the flow, yo. Okay, let's see. I don't think I can show you guys it very well, but I'll try. Let's see. I don't know if I can really. Can you guys kind of see the inside of that closet right there?
You can see some of the hoops, yeah.
Yeah, that is my hoop closet. I'm gonna try to move you slowly so I don't make anyone dizzy. Hello. I'm just kidding. All right. I like to be really creepy sometimes. It works. All right. Let's see here. Oh my God. Okay. So sometimes, like, people think that my name is Odd Tree just because it makes sense, but literally the reason I have that name is because odd obviously is like odd, which I'm called a lot. AUDYs, and then ODDYs because I'm strange. And I literally have been told that I'm the kind of strange that, like, will actually make people not want to be my friend. It's either you're going to love it and be like, I want to be her friend, or, like, it's a kind where you're like, oh, well, she's too weird, like, stay away from her. Like, I'm that kind of odd. And, I don't know. Will, did you see that, or am I, like, crazy? Like, do you know what I'm talking about?
I guess I could see that. Like, we're just out there. We do our own thing. We're not very, like, we're very on the surface. Like, hey, this is what you get. Like, strange kind of a person. Like,
take it or leave it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm gonna go get the other mini hoop really quick. Hold on.
I guess that's better than, like, the closeted strange people that are like, oh, I'm normal, and then, like, completely strange when, you know, you get to know them better.
Like, do you have dead people in your basement? I don't know.
Yeah. Do you have, like, a dead body closet, not a hoop closet?
Yeah, right? Oh, what's really in here?
Fight for it, Audrey.
What?
Fight for it. Pull it out. Let's go.
Got it. Alright, well. Got it. Okay.
Alright, let's see that devil's life.
Alright. I got these ones. These are actually the first minis I ever made. And you can tell because, like, look at that wrapping job. It's just like, what is happening? Actually, it's not that, well.
No, it looks pretty good from here. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's not horrible. It's just not very...
I mean, I don't even bother wrapping my hoop.
Not anymore, obviously. I kind of stopped doing that and leave that up to Bonnie.
She's a pro.
She's a pro rapper. Huh.
You're so funny.
Roller skates. Just kidding. Did anyone ever say that? Roller skates. All right.
Good.
I'm like loving this. It looks really cool on the camera for some reason. Okay. So anyway, 3-beat weave. Like I said, I learned it with Toy, which made it a little bit easier because when you do 3-beat weave with minis, your hands are kind of open and you kind of have to really understand your planes and keeping it nice and straight. Now, first of all, understanding the weave in general is typically a good idea. Which is this, which is just 1, 2, 1, 2, crossover, uncross, crossover, uncross, stuff like that. So if you understand that, you'll probably have a better grasp on the 3-beat weave. This is a 3-beat weave from the single. This is kind of a tighter 3-beat weave, and this is more of an open 3-beat weave. Whoa, that freaked me out looking in the camera and doing that. Okay, let's focus on the actual weave. Try not to hit the computer. So when you're doing the 3-beat weave, what's happening is I do it the thumb spin where the hoop spins on the thumb. Do you do the thumb spin, Will, or do you do like open?
Oh no.
What?
I think my internet just froze.
Oh, do you do open palm or spin thumb?
I was actually talking about this earlier. I do this really weird thing where I just do whatever I feel like doing. Sometimes it'll catch my thumb, sometimes I'll let it go between my fingers, sometimes I'll roll it around my hand. And then it kind of like opens up the next trick for me. But I like to just keep it over my hand pretty much when I do it, and then just wing it around with my hand. So that's basically how I do it. So that's just because I learned it with a bow staff before, so I learned it way before I even had a hoop in my hand. I knew how to do the 3-beat weave. So that's just the way I explained it to the audience, was that they should work on the dexterity of just rolling it through their fingers, get used to that motion, that sensation of having it roll around their hands and all around their fingers and everything, and then find what comes easiest to them.
Well, that works too. So yeah.
I do hear the thumb is the easiest way to do it. I hear that's like the most non-complex way because you're not contorting your wrist in some sort of weird fashion to get it to work.
Right. And it really does. I mean, it's helped for me at least for the thumb spin, but like Will said, kind of do what feels right for you. But learning it, I like to start with one hoop, and what you want to do, so I'm starting with so if you have your minis right now and you want to do this with me, great. If not, that is such a bright light. Every time Will sees a bright light, he just has to sing his God songs. Look at Pikachu just chilling. Okay, so right hand mini hoop. These are, now for mini hoops, what I was told is it's always good. So these could be a little bit bigger, but if you take your hoop and you go like this, and it fits comfortably kind of into your armpit, that's the kind of size mini you want, because that will make it easy to do kind of stuff like this, to do like the buzzsaw where it kind of comes inward, where you won't completely hit yourself in the face. Now, I have hit myself in the face with these hoops many a times, so do not quote me on that. But anyway, so inward, these are, I think, how tall am I? 5'4". My units of measurement is so bad, but let me see if I can figure this out. If I'm 5'4", I think these are 10 inches. Or something like that. Anyway, does not matter. So what you want to do is just kind of do your basic weave, right hand, and now when your hand crosses your body, let it spin off your thumb. And just kind of practice making that a comfortable feeling. So from the front, crossing the body, spinning off your thumb. Now what you're going to do is to get to the thumb is I'm kind of weaving it loosely on my kind of inner fingers like this, just very loosely. And then when it comes to thumb time, I kind of just hook my thumb in and push it across. Hoopers kind of just feel this stuff out, but if it's something you're really struggling with, let us know in the comments below and we'll try to help you out a little bit. So just practice doing that. Go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Because obviously it's a 3-beat weave, so it's gonna go 1, 2, 3. Clever. Anyway, and then try it with your left hand. I don't know why I switched hoops for that, but try it with your left hand as well. So you're doing the weave. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And it's the same thing as your hand is crossing over the body. You're making that spin on your thumb. Now when you add them together, what it's going to be, oh my god, this is so hard to explain. I swear doing this with poi is so much easier. Try it actually with your hands separate. So as you're weaving, think about tracing a circle with the other hoop over the spinning hoop. And then as you're completing that circle, your hand's going to end up over here doing the circle, and the circle hand's going to weave over that one, and then back over. So if you kind of go like this, it'll help you kind of understand the motion. So when you add the hoops in, you're spinning, coming around, spinning over the finger, coming around, spinning over the finger, coming around, spinning over the finger. So when you add them together, it kind of looks like this. So like I said, I'll try to slow it down a little bit. Oh my god, without trying to lose the hoop. Coming around that spinning hoop. Alright, it's not supposed to make that many revolutions or whatever, but I'm trying to kind of explain this in slow-mo as best as I can. Coming around this one, and as this hoop's weaving back to this side and going to its little thumb dude variable, you're grabbing back that one and switching off. So thumb switch over, thumb switch over. So you're doing the weave still, but it's just kind of adding that extra beat. So as you're weaving over to this way, stop it there, bring it over, bring that one over, bring it over. It's the same kind of thing. Does that make sense to you, Will, at all? Or
yeah, I see exactly what you're saying. Like I had to do it. I did it with my hands, just like open-handing, doing the motions with my hands, and then I was just like, okay, I get exactly what she's saying. So if you do get if you just watched that and you didn't have your hoops, go grab them, rewatch it, and have Audrey explain it, and then like hit the pause button, do it a few times, and then play it again, listen to what she's saying, pause it, do it again, and just keep going back and forth, and you should get it, because that was a very good explanation. If that is still difficult, sometimes just finding another tutorial or something else that gives you a better like metaphor to explain what your body should be doing will help you understand it better.
And like Will said, it just really does depend on like what makes sense to you. For me, kind of drawing things out is best instead of technical explanations. So just kind of figure out what works for you. But we've been stuck on this 3-beat weave now for a second. We need to really move on through these comments. I know that we kind of did a little longer of a introduction now that Will's kind of back into the show realm. So we will get through these comments. What?
I was a little excited. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you went, oh, or something.
No, I just went, ow, ow.
Oh, ow, ow. I heard like, oh, whatever. Oh my god.
It's making noise over here.
Look how cool that is. I went to a little toga thing and like I got that shiny tat, yo.
Whoa.
Yeah, you can mess with me. Just saying. Okay.
You need to calm down. You're getting a little hardcore on me.
I know. That's the sad thing is when I have natural energy, it's like, huh, what? Anyway. Okay, so moving forward, hopefully that helped, and if you do need further explanation, you can comment down below, use Will's advice, or look elsewhere. You know, there's so much help on the internet with all the hoopers nowadays. Morgan Loomis says, tips on the vortex. We kind of talked about this a little bit last week. I'll go over it really quickly one more time because the vortex is kind of an essential to understand. So this is the vortex, if you guys don't know what it is already. What I noticed in my own hoop practice is as I kind of moved forward, I didn't do the vortex as much. But it is kind of a cool trick to understand because it can be a good transition. Oh my god, really? A cool transition trick. But if you really want to understand the vortex, a couple tricks is spinning the direction the hoop is going, because that will slow down those openings of the hoop that you need to grab it. And pretty much what you're doing with the vortex is grabbing it in the back, bringing it to the front, grabbing it in the front, bringing it to the back. So if you want to make it slow, sometimes I like to explain it like that, where don't give it that force yet, so you're kind of catching yourself into it and getting confused, which can happen a lot. What you want to try to do, or how I teach it, is let it hang loose and just kind of understand where to grab it. So you're grabbing it in the back, and I do it kind of palm facing out, and I kind of swing it around to the front, and I grab it like this, and bring it back down to the back. So kind of slow motion to understand what feels good. Like, where are you getting caught? If you're getting caught right here, push the hoop outward more. Come under your arm and switch. And then as you kind of understand those motions and kind of where your hands want to go, then you can kind of start spinning and giving yourself more of that motion where you'll get a really solid vortex. Yeah. So anyway, hopefully that makes sense. Will, do you have anything you want to add to vortex shenanigans?
You covered it. You got it.
Coolest of beans. Yeah, I changed that one up. Let's see. John Killinger says, hey Audrey, miss you like crazy. I had to check out your show. When I saw it and you pop up on Facebook, hope all is well. Love ya. One second, I don't remember who that is. So just let me, John Killinger, CarMax. John. Oh my God, John! Joy! Okay, well, I didn't know you sent me a friend request. Oh my gosh, I hope he's still watching. Hi, John, I hope you're doing well. Never really knew your last name, just knew you as John K, so please do forgive me. Miss you too! Oh my gosh, sorry, I'm having like a moment. That's so cool. All is doing well. I will message you on Facebook after the show, and we'll do a little catching up and whatnot. I'm glad you're watching, though. That's so cool. I love when outside Hooper friends that are not Hoopers watch the show. It makes me feel really cool. Anyway, love ya too. Carlos Ramirez says, hey Audrey, I've considered you my mentor in way over a year now. I wanted to ask you how much time you spend practicing hooping. Like how much time per session, how many hours per week, in the month, afternoon, at home, at a studio. Am I asking too much? Haha. Take care and stay happy. You guys never ask too much. I want you guys to ask questions until your question box goes empty. I mean, literally, we love, it's one of the things that brings personally, I know it brings me joy, but helping people out and all that good stuff. I mean, I've seen Will teach people such good stuff, so I know he feels the same way, I'm sure, about
Absolutely.
teaching. Oh, yeah. And Will's a great teacher, which is one of the reasons why, you know, we love having him on the show. He was an avid person in the hooping community, and after he won the Flowfest contest, I realized that he not only was, you know, very enthusiastic about the show, but also really was good at communicating with people and teaching. So him being a part of the show has been an awesome thing. So anyway, I appreciate the comment, though. That's super sweet. I'm honored to be a mentor of yours. And, you know, I get this question, I feel, every show. And it does vary. And before I answer, I actually want Will to answer it first because he's kind of working a more steady job, and I kind of work with YouTube and doing kind of more at-home stuff. So, Will, do you want to answer those questions and let us know what you do?
Okay. Basically, what I do the most is, hey, my hoop's sitting here, and I have downtime. I just want to pick it up and have some fun. If I do have an event or something that I particularly want to think about or work on, I will spend a little bit of time on it, but I won't spend a lot of time on it. I won't force myself to do this because I enjoy it. I want to enjoy it. I enjoy progressing. I enjoy doing cool new things. I enjoy discovering new things and getting to new levels, but I don't want to frustrate myself, and I know I do get that way sometimes. So most I will pick up a hoop and drill a trick is like 30 minutes, unless it's something I really, really, really enjoy. Like when I first unlocked wedgies and started doing them all kinds of different ways. I mean, I spent like 3.5 hours my first day in my living room just like behind the back tosses, catching with my leg, doing a wedgie, rolling across my chest, wedgie, doing like all kinds of strange different variations to try and get to a wedgie, and then that's something that I love sharing with people. So what I do like to do is just feel it. If you walk past your hoop and feel like you need to pick it up and do something, you do it. If you don't feel like picking up your hoop at all this week, then don't. Don't force yourself to do it. Just do it because you want to. And if you think that you want to, you probably want to. So give it a shot, and then if suddenly it's just like, oh no, I don't feel like doing it anymore, then put your hoop down and go back to whatever.
Alright, I don't know if I can really explain it better than that, but that was good, Will. Yeah, it's kind of the same that I'm going to tell you. When you first start hooping and kind of getting in the hooping community, you know, you're really enthusiastic. You're learning all these new tricks that you don't already know, and it's kind of like getting a new video game or whatever. When you first start, you level up really quickly because there's not that many points to be gained. You're kind of like leveling up quickly, like, oh, I got it around the waist, oh, I got it up a little bit, or oh, I'm getting chest hooping around the knees. And then once you really kind of get past the beginning of those levels and you start working in a kind of newer techniques and motions. And for myself, when I very first started, I think I did hoop for like 2 hours a day, which Baxter does recommend about 2 hours of flight time a day, which I know is hard if you're not kind of a full-time hooper to do. And even though I feel like I should probably do that myself, I don't. I hoop as often as I can. A lot of the time, my hooping is working online and editing or doing a video or answering comments and questions. So when I first started, I hooped a lot more. During the day now, I try to at least acknowledge the hoop. If it's not working online or writing in my hoop diary, it's picking up the hoop for 5 minutes and saying, hey, I really like this new E40 song. I'm going to, like, get down to it or something, you know? Like, just, like, getting that kind of spunk of energy out, which I do. And it feels really good. And when I hoop, let's see, how much further? So yeah, it kind of just varies. I typically hoop afternoon/nightish at home. I do have a dance studio in the bottom area of my condo complex, so I am very lucky. We have wooden floors, a bar, and a huge wall of mirrors and taller ceilings, so I do have a very convenient space for dancing in my own complex. So I do find myself typically dancing in here, though. If I wear socks, this is actually really cool, kind of twirling carpet. But yeah, it just kind of, it varies. And so just do what works for you, based on your schedule, and do what feels right. Like if you go through a week and say, man, I don't feel like I really made any progress, maybe that means you need to add more hours or try something different. But don't stress yourself and say, oh my god, if I don't hoop 2 hours a day like so-and-so does on YouTube, then I'll never be that good. Because it's not going to be that. It's going to be your own personal drive and your own personal connection to the hoop. So don't stress yourself out too much about that. And it looks like that is all the time we have for tonight with comments. So I'm going to do this last quick comment. Take care. Oh, hold on one second. Take care and stay happy. Keep it green. 420. Wait, what? Oh, keep it green for 20. I think is this person's name. Says, I'm new and will keep watching. Awesome. Well, if you're a new hooper, welcome to the hoop community. And I like your name. It's cute. It works. It works if you work it. And also it looks like we have a hello from Jim Jones. So hello. We always like our hellos. And that looks like that's it comment-wise, I think. Becca, who else? Anyone else say hi? Wait a second. Nope. Okay, we're good. All right. So we will end there. It looks like we're just getting done on time. So Will, would you like to go ahead and give your information and tell people where they can find more about you?
Absolutely. You guys can certainly add me on Facebook. I accept anybody as long as we have at least one mutual friend and I can tell who they are. Like if it's a hooper who is a mutual friend, I'm just like, oh, all right, yeah, you're a hooper. Added, done. Outside of that, you can certainly find me on YouTube and on Facebook for my performance profile, although I have been so busy with auditions and performing and progressing at my career at Disney that I have not posted on my performance profile in so long. Now that I have a better internet connection and can upload a video in shorter than 5 days, maybe I'll go ahead and start uploading videos and post some stuff. I actually have this awesome video of me hooping in the Magic Kingdom in front of the castle and stuff. So I'd love to post that and share that with you guys. Outside of that, just keep an eye on those things. Add me on Facebook, add me on YouTube, all that good stuff.
And if you don't do it, then I'll find you and I'll make you. Just kidding. Yeah. But honestly, guys, you should check him out. He's really awesome. I remember watching him hoop for the first time. It was kind of one of those things where you're like scrolling through videos, and you're like, wait, what did I just see? And it's great. And he has beautiful eyes, so add him on Snapchat if you want to see those big eyes. You do. That picture you posted on Snapchat today, I was like, like awkwardly long. I don't know if I even show. Okay, anyway. So, guys, Hooping Live every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're new to hooping, this is a great place to learn new things and to become a part of the community, which is a great community to be a part of. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, we're taking a lot of requests right now to kind of make this more catered to what you guys want to see. Email us at info@hoopinglive.com if you want to be a team member of Hooping Live. You can also email us at info@hoopinglive.com. Just make the subject line appropriate to the email. hoopingLIVE.com, the actual website, will give you a lot more of that information. You can find all of our links, find out a little bit of information about all the people that are a part of the team, find some cool videos, learn more about the show, and all that good stuff. And, of course, find the Outward Spiral from Bonnie Brown to get some awesome hula hoops. And so make sure you like us on Facebook. Keep updated. We have some really cool stuff coming up. And always give us your feedback because we want to know what you guys want to see on the show, who you want to see, why you want to see them, what you want to know, and why you want to know it. I do have some stuff coming up, though, on my own personal account. I have some videos that I have recorded in the past couple days that I will be uploading soon, so there will be new content. I know I haven't really uploaded a lot lately, but I know I haven't uploaded a lot lately, but I am trying to get better about that. There just has kind of been a lot going on lately. So I hope you guys understand and know that I do love you, and I'm getting as much out there to you all as I can. So anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. I am really impressed with all the comments tonight. You guys have been awesome, and not to mention that there have been so many of you viewing tonight. I mean, like, that's impressive, and that's an impressive number. I love that. And it always feels good to think about, because I know you just see a number and you're like, oh, you know, it's 50 viewers or whatever. And, you know, you're, oh, well, she has that many followers on YouTube. 50 is not a lot. But if you actually imagine me sitting or, like, think, like, oh, this is how, like, I envision it. It's, like, Rebecca sitting in, being, like, the woman that's, like, who has questions? And, like, goes up the aisles and hands people a microphone. Like, it's like, she's the one doing that, and, like, everyone's like, oh, look at her cute little kid, and it's, like, running up and down the aisles, and then it's, like, Will and I sitting, like, on the chair on the stage. The thought of having 20 to 50 to even, I remember one time we had, like, 102 people on the show watching and talking to us. I mean, personally, that feels really good.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I think that's pretty awesome. Yeah, guys, I'm going to say goodbye. Will says goodbye in his own special ways. And until next week, guys, happy hooping. Make sure you stay positive and like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and all that good stuff. Until next week.